What up, y'all? Datwon Thomas, editorial director of Vibe Magazine. Here at you. I'm here, just rocking. This is incredible, man. Like, I'm a kicks fiend. You know, got my J's all wet in the rain today. I'm just like totally inspired right now. Like, all these kids, they came up with these incredible ideas for kicks, and it wasn't like it was just their ideas of like, this is what I want. They were given a task and then they completed that task. So to me, like, that heightens the level of creativity because you have to meet a goal on top of that. It's not just like what I feel like doing right now, I'm gonna make these. So I love what I'm seeing right now. I got so many. I love the threes. It's so comfortable. Spizikes I love. The Puma Clydes were my favorite. Sambas by Adidas were my favorite. Like, I actually have in my crib, I have built in my basement, it's like these racks, these wooden, like, movable closets. It's crazy. And on both sides, I think they both hold like 130 or 140 pair of sneakers on each joint. I think at my height, I probably had like maybe 500 and change. Now I'm down to about probably 3. I'll just go with a clean 3, but at my height it was like 5 and change probably. Yeah, it was a problem. My wife, God bless her, yo. Editorial director. So basically now I get to have my hand in on the print side a little and my hand on the digital side. I'm more digital though. You know, the website, a lot of our events and things of that nature, all of our digital projects that we have coming out, all the different apps. We have like a DJ mixer and all that I had a hand in. It's a lot of fun right now, just trying to understand what inspires me and what keeps me going in this new day and age for digital content. I love magazines. I'm a magazine fiend. At the same time, I'm on the train and I see more people on their phones or on their iPads, or on their Nooks, on their little playbooks than I do with actual print. Print's not dead. At one point, I would say a couple of years ago, I would have said, yeah, print's dead because of the whole collapse of everything entertainment. But now I'm seeing it make a nice little strong surge. My man Elliot Wilson, who does Rap Radar, who also has a blog, I see what he's doing with Respect Magazine. I see what we're doing with Vibe Magazine. My man Bonsu Thompson, he's the editor-in-chief of The Source. Double XL is still winning in the game. A friend of mine named Paula Renfro, she has a new magazine called Juicy. So all the print is starting to make a comeback. And you know, it's an acquired taste. You know what I mean? I would say like a lot of times it's organic, and it may sound funny, but it'll be someone that just runs up like, hey, I'm a writer, I do this, I do that. Or hey, I'm a photographer, or I'm a designer. Some people may even hit me on Twitter. I'm at Daydog, you know what I mean? I get approached so much, and it's like the energy that I get off people. I know it sounds crazy, but you can tell someone that's really, really into what they do by the way they approach you. Some can be nervous, some can be super confident, and you have to be able to dissect in between who has that talent just off that, and then hopefully their work speaks for themselves. I got started in publishing, and I would say officially in '96. I'm the editorial director of Vibe, but in '96 I was an intern at Vibe. So, and I was an intern coming in on the digital side. I came in through Vibe.com when they first started their website. So it was one of the first publications on the urban side to have a website, and that was just like a blessing for me because it changed my life. It made me realize what I want to do, and I'm still doing it today. I feel incredible about it. I went to Baruch College for business journalism, and then at the end of my junior year, it was crazy. I got the internship at Vibe. Towards the end, I got, it was so wild, man. That whole time I'm going back, I got offered for Double XL magazine, first issue. And I was like, man, I can't pass this up, but then school, and so I stopped school. And my mom was like, she was like, well, are you serious? I was like, I'm so serious. Like, I'll go back. I just started building up my resume, being with Double XL. Then I went to Hook.com with Puffy and all of them. And then I started King, and it just kept going. But maybe a year or two after, in like '99, I realized I needed more skills. And I enrolled myself into NYU's Continuing and Professional Studies program. The journalism degree that I got there, certificate that I got there, I just was similar to this type of program. It put me in touch with the editors from Spin, the editors from New York Times, from Daily News, Oprah's magazine. Every publication that I pretty much was looking up to, all those editors came in and they taught us there. I felt like I was cheating. I was like, oh, I'm getting to talk to such and such and da 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 da. And I just wanted to prove to them that I belonged and that I was worthy of their time. And then I was also working in the publication, so I had the best of both worlds. I was able to take the skills that I was learning currently and apply it directly to what I was doing. King Magazine started from my tenure over at XXL as a junior editor. I manned the upfront section, so that was letters to the editor and the contents page and all that. But with the letters back then, you got more handwritten letters than emails. And the handwritten letters would come from dudes in jail a lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that was in the street, they wasn't on no email, you know what I mean? So when they would write, they would be like, yo, y'all did a photo shoot on Scarface. Yo, what kind of rims were those? And yo, who was that girl in the video? And what kind of shirt was that? And I was like, it's going beyond music, because XXL was a lifestyle brand, but it was also a really heavily music-based, you know, publication. And I was like, what if we put all these things together, like the girls and the da-da-da-da-da? And we came up with a section in XXL called Eye Candy that everyone knows now. Essentially, I wanted to turn that into its own magazine. And they told me no at the time. They was like, nobody wants to do girls and da-da-da-da. About 4 years later, they were like, yo, you want to do that joint you was talking about? You know, I started King with the same publishers, Harris Publications. So I gotta give them a shout out for even giving me that opportunity. But it was an incredible run. I see the future of publications and brands that do media with the inception of the iPad and iPad 2 and all these different ways of communicating, and everyone's phones are smartphones, even though people are dumb. You're just gonna see innovation. You're gonna see people add their ideas and their visions of the future to what we've already laid down as history. And I just want to see it evolve. I want to be part of that process as well. I actually want to be able to see the young person that comes up or the old person that comes up with the idea like, hey, we should do this. And if I can't be that person, I would love to be involved with that process and see it come about. But I do see it growing. I don't see it in any way stopping or becoming something that's passé. I just see it really growing, and especially now that you have kids growing up in this age, their ideas are going to be so much more forward than ours. You know, so for me to imagine seeing a cartoon Transformers and then seeing the movie to what it is now, it's crazy. You know what I mean? There we have it. Yes, indeed. Good looking out, y'all. Cool.